Right guys, welcome to the channel. Just want to do a quick video. Well, I thought about doing a quick video. Yeah, about fallen angels and sort of I guess you could say the forms they take, or how they appear to people, how they project themselves to people. Yeah, stuff like that. Really, it's not going to be the longest video in the world, but yeah. Yeah, I'm just interested to see if anyone else has had any different experiences, or yeah, if they've experienced similar things. Please let me know in the comments. Yeah, so yeah. Also, I wanted to ask, do you guys think fallen angels can read your mind? Because, or the devil and well, obviously God can read your mind, but yeah, I think that fallen angels, the devil, obviously the devil's a fallen angel. Yeah, I think they can read your mind as well. Personally, that's just my opinion. Obviously, they can do it. It says in the Bible they can do a lot, like control the weather and turn staffs into snakes and all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's pretty believable, I guess, that they could read your mind. I've seen people say they can't read your mind in videos and stuff on YouTube, but I'm almost convinced that they can. So that's what I think personally. Like, but yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Be interested to hear what you all think about that. Yeah. Yeah, the other thing is how fallen angels appear or manifest, or how to project themselves. How can I say this? At least in the early days of my mental health struggles, when I was a lot more unwell. Well, so I'm not unwell now, really, but yeah. But I go through warfare. That's the only way I can describe it. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm really unwell now, but like anyone who's believing in God or on the right path, yeah, especially if you've got a calling on your life, whatever that is, you're gonna go through. You're gonna go through quite a bit of spiritual warfare. Do you know what I mean? Especially when you're coming up to, I don't know, it could be anything. It could be anything. You know what I mean? It's a breakthrough or of some sort, or yeah, or could be anything really. Yeah, you're gonna go through it anyway at different times if you're working towards something, or yeah, you're gonna go through quite a bit of spiritual warfare, especially if you've got a calling on your life. Well, we've all got callings on our life, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. I think yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this is just how I've found fallen angels have, I guess, manifested, or to me, like, at least in the early days of my mental illness. I don't really experience this that much anymore. So hardly ever, to be honest. But yeah, in the early days, yeah, I've had I've seen some pretty strange things, I guess, or like, yeah, I've had like, how can I describe this without sounding crazy? Some of you will probably think I'm as mad as a bag of nuts, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Some of you won't, do you know what I mean? But some of you will. Yeah, it's just, but I've got to put this out there anyway, because I felt like God's put this on my heart to share. So that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? If it helps someone, great. If it doesn't, if it makes them think about what opens up the mind, that makes them think about anything, then that's great as well. But yeah, this is just what I experienced in the early days of my illness. So yeah, um, I've had I've noticed like fallen angels. Yeah, when I was ill and sort of like finding my faith and finding, I guess it's just like the true path or whatever, or the right, at least the right path for me. Yeah, well, yeah, the true path. That's what I'd say. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'd call it, really. Following God, I think that's the true path. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, when I was finding my faith in God and Jesus, yeah, these are the things I experience. Yeah, I'll just tell you what I've experienced. Like, I won't beat around, beat around, go around in circles any longer. Like, basically, yeah, I've had experiences where fallen angels, when I've gone through episodes. Like, I've had a few episodes of, I guess, how can I say this? Yeah, I think I said it in a previous video, like schizophrenia or psychosis, whatever you want to call it. I've had both of those things, so yeah. But yeah, in those episodes or experiences, I've seen I didn't know it was fallen angels at the time, but now I've since realised that it was. That's exactly what it was. I'm almost certain anyway. That's what it was. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. I've had them appear as zombies. I've had them appear as aliens. I've had them appear as what else? Vampires. I've had them appear as reptilians. This is me being totally honest. Like, this is not me making this up. This is what I've experienced. Like, when I've been a lot more mentally ill than what I am now. But yeah, this is all stuff I've experienced. Jesus, I hope my family don't see this, or friends, because they're gonna think I'm absolutely crazy. But I've got to put it out there because there could be a lot of people going through this. So yeah, yeah, I remember when I was like, when I was seeing like, I guess you could say vampires, like what I thought were vampires. Like, yeah, I was not. It even prevented me from eating meat and stuff like that. But it's like, yeah, for a while it did until I worked until like I kind of got my head around it, and yeah, yeah, and what people say about this whole thing to do with atoms being in atoms are in everything, obviously, but atoms to do with vegetables and fruit and stuff like that. I guess I was eating a whole vegetable and fruit diet for a while, like, because I was worried about eating meat because of what I was seeing and stuff. But yeah, when you think about it, the whole atoms thing, I just learned over time. Like, I mean, I've been eating meat straight for about the last, well, pretty much most of my life, and pretty much for the last, like, I don't know, 10 years straight. Like, and yeah, yeah, I suppose it was in my 20s when I was like this, worried about what I was eating for quite a while. Like, I even went on a vegan diet for a while. But yeah, but as I was saying, like, what was I saying? Yeah, in the last 10 years, like, yeah, I've been eating meat solid, and before my illness, I ate meat solid. So, and I look at it, like, and I think, if this is true that your spirit's made up of atoms, like what scientists try and say, like, then it just doesn't add up really, because my spirit, like, that, that moves my body, makes me animated, and that's inside me, and that will rise to heaven or to space or wherever when we die, depending on what you believe. Yeah, my spirit, it's never changed. It's never changed. It's the same as it's always been. Since, yeah, it might have changed. I don't know. As I've grown, it might have changed. But since I've been fully grown, whether I've been eating meat or veg, fruit, all of that, yeah, I'm certain. I'm certain. I'm certain. I'm as certain as I can be that it's never really changed. Like, and if the whole atom thing was true, yeah, I think I would have noticed something, like, from when I was eating bare fruit and veg, and yeah, and from eating meat for the last 10 years, and all my life before I got to my 20s. So I just don't buy the whole science thing. I just seriously don't, like, to do with atoms and the foods we eat and stuff. It's, yeah, obviously some foods are healthier than others. Obviously, a meat is like, there is a lot of hormones in meat and stuff, what they never used to be. So that's not good. But yeah, I honestly believe like there's no real optimal diet. I think a bit of everything's best. That's my personal opinion. I'm not saying anyone should do that. Like it's totally up to you what you eat. You know what I mean? But yeah, but for me, like I just over time I kept checking. I kept trying to weigh up if my spirit had increased or decreased in my body and stuff, and I just like it's not done either. I just thought it's not done either. Like so, yeah, yeah, that's what I experienced. Like so, anyone who's going out there, like like seeing zombies or vampires or reptilians or aliens like I used to, yeah, all I can say is work it out. Definitely work it out for yourself, but don't just take my word for it. But certainly what take on board some of what I'm saying because I've lived it, I've experienced it. So, and I'm in a much better place now than what I was, and that's all I can say. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, yeah. That's what I noticed. Like, it's just what I've noticed. That's how it affected me in the past, and that's what I noticed. But yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts, whatever they are. Whether they're the same or different or whatever. Like, I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. But yeah, that's one thing I noticed to do with vampires and yeah, the zombies, maybe zombies as well, kind of very similar, I guess. You know what I mean? But yeah, what else? Aliens. Yeah, the aliens kind of tricked me when I seen them. It was like yeah, it's like I think they tried to trick me, thinking it was a good, making me think the aliens were good, but I don't think they were good. But yeah, I won't go into the whole alien story because it's like it's just stuff I've seen. Like that's all I can say. I'd have to go into the whole backstory to explain how I seen it and everything, and it's too long a story. It really is. Maybe another video if God puts it on my heart to share it. Another few. It'll have to be a few videos, yeah. But if He does, then I'll tell you how it all happened, how it all came about. But yeah, what else? Reptilians. Yeah, I've seen I guess fallen angels appear as reptilians, like in yeah when I was ill. Yeah, all I can describe it as green eyes. Like yeah, I've seen. To be honest, I've seen green. I've seen like tiger eyes. I've seen green like lizard eyes. I've seen tiger eyes, like kind of like a cat. Blue and yellow, etc. Yeah, seen a lot of strange things when I was a lot more unwell, sort of thing. Yeah, and I've also you may have noticed this as well. Sometimes you see people that look like people you know quite often, especially when you're going through something. You might be going through something in your life, or worrying about something, or stressing about something, and then you'll see exactly something that looks exactly like what you're worrying the person or the people or the situation or whatever that you're worried about. Like you'll see something very similar, or it's like a spit of it or something. That's like I think that's the devil playing tricks with us, kind of thing. I've noticed that, and I've even seen people that look like celebrities when I've been radio, which sounds crazy. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I've seen. It's gonna sound nuts. This will make you laugh. This will definitely make you laugh. But yeah, I seen someone that wants to look like Justin Bieber.